Hey guys, so I'm kind of doing this a little bit informal. I don't have any makeup on. I'm actually kind of in my pajamas. I did wear this shirt today, but I do have my pajama pants on, so kind of in my pajamas, and I'm going to rearrange my bookshelf. It is like 9:30 at night, and I was going to do this on a Saturday, but the Saturday that I wanted to do it on is the Saturday after Lover comes out. If you don't know what Lover is the newest album by Taylor Swift, and I have to be like there, not like there, but I have to be like mentally prepared. And it's gonna be the day after it releases, and it just wasn't gonna be a good time for me. So I just decided to do it right now. So without any further ado, I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'm actually going to start taking every single book off of my shelf and putting it on the ground. So as you can see, there's already so many stacks of books, and I haven't even done the last two bottom shelves on this one and that one. Like, holy moly, there are so many freaking books. It's just incredible. I don't know what to say. It's just like, it's a lot. So I feel like what I have to do is kind of come up with a game plan of like what I want to do, how I want to like kind of put together my shelves and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so sorry I haven't really been updating. It's just been like kind of stressful trying to figure out everything, because the way that I put my shelves together, it's almost like a jigsaw puzzle. So it's really important to kind of try to make sure that everything fits perfectly. I hate having spaces in my shelves, so I try to make sure that everything fits, and it's kind of hard to move around books, especially since they're all different sizes, all different shapes, and widths, heights, everything. So I've gotten all of my fantasy up on the shelves. The rest of the stuff down here is basically all contemporary. So I have these shelves all filled up with fantasy, and then some contemporary right here, and my book of the month books. So I have this shelf open, and I have this shelf open. So I also have to put together my Shakespeare stuff, and I don't know where it's gonna go. That's gonna be kind of the big thing. I might put some of my Shakespeare stuff up here, so we're going to see. It might not be a whole shelf of Shakespeare, but it's definitely gonna be a little bit of this shelf, I'm pretty sure. And then I think this shelf will be mainly contemporary. So this is what it looks like. I do have this shelf over here, but I'm not going to do anything with this shelf right now. This is totally fine. I already rearranged that shelf, and it's all good. And no one really sees that one anyway, so it's not a big deal. These are the ones that are like big deals. And I did take all of my decorations from my shelves, so they'll probably be, moved around a little bit. But I think everything up here is going to stay mainly the same. This stuff is the same. It's just like some of the little mini decorations around my bookshelves. So my least favorite part of redoing my shelves, which I do every few months for some reason, is trying to figure out what to do with the leftover books that I'm just like, this is actually my TBR, so, but like the leftover books, like these are usually the ones that I have kind of out, just like, up on the top. But I don't know what to do, especially since I have these that are in my TBR, and I don't really have a spot for them. So I'll probably need to kind of rearrange a little bit at some point, but for now I'm just gonna leave this out because this will be my TBR for the Latinx Book Bingo Readathon. Yeah, so, which I mean isn't really, a surprise or anything. These are the Latinx books that I own that I haven't read yet. So anyway, not the point of the video, but yeah, so I do have everything kind of all in place. and I'm gonna see if I can start to kind of decorate a little bit more. Okay, so I think I got it done. Also, my phone is gonna die really soon. I'm at like 7%, so this is kind of an overview of what it looks like. Oh, I do need to put up my little board thing in my book that I'm on the cover of. Okay, so here is the top. It's just some Shakespeare, more Shakespeare, and some other books, just random. And then I have some fantasy, some of my faves, just kind of mixed all together. I ended up not doing a complete favorite shelf. I just kind of put together whatever looked good. And then I have that shelf, more fantasy, and then this bottom shelf right here is all contemporary. I didn't touch this bottom shelf, didn't touch this bottom shelf. And then the middle ones are all fantasy and some of my other favorites. And then the top ones are, this one is mostly fantasy and some urban fantasy. And then we also have my contemporary and my book of the month and some of my adult books. And then up here we have my Again But Better, Daisy Jones and the Six, my Twilight collection, my bookmarks, and then I also have Kristoff up here, and then I'm going to put the finishing touches right here, and it should be complete. Also, I was just realizing that if I do need some more room, I can always put these on their side if I want to. It just depends, and it should be all right. So it should create a little bit more space to put some books on there. But overall, I'm pretty content with how it turned out. And I like the way that I styled it. I think it looks okay. I have so many Funko Pops. Like, I did not realize how many I have. And so I decided to do like my Disney up here, my Disney girls at least. And then I have my Marvel characters over here. Then I have some Star Wars, another Star Wars, another Star Wars, and then a Disney guy. So we just have all of that done. So I'm going to put my stuff right here, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so obviously I didn't change much about this. So I just have my letter board. I have I Am Become a Blade on there. Comment down below if you know what that reference is from. And then I also have my book that I'm on the cover of right there. I always have to point it out right there. So yeah, this is what the overall bookshelf looks like. Probably doesn't look too different, but I mean, maybe there are some noticeable differences. But overall, I'm very happy with it. I was able to fit all of my new books on there because I did do an unhaul, and at some point I will talk about those books, but not right now. And I feel pretty good about it. There are 2 books though that I literally cannot fit on this shelf because reasons, and that's 2 of my Shakespeare plays. And these are ones that don't really fit the aesthetic up here, so it's okay that they don't fit. I'm just going to put them probably on my black bookshelf or somewhere down on the lower shelves. So not a huge deal, but I think it looks pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was kind of interesting to watch. And if you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, and I will see you all in my next video. Also, there was just a car that went by, so hopefully that worked. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!